Hi guys, happy Homebrew Wednesday for September 24th, 2014. Cheers. So first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to my younger brother. It's his birthday on Friday, so happy birthday, Magoo. Cheers. This week our son from Arizona ended up coming up, so I've been kind of busy visiting with him and things. I did rack the grape wine into secondary, and I do have a little bit of footage for that, so I'll insert it here for you guys. Okay, so here's our grape wine. It's been 8 days. As you can see, it's still bubbling, but it's definitely slowed down. So we're going to go ahead and take a hydrometer reading. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take the lid off here. As you can see, it got pretty active in there. All the croissant on the lid there. Okay, I've got my sanitized hydrometer and my sanitized tube here. I'm going to go ahead and take a sample here. And there's a look inside of our bag. You can just see the mesh bag with the skins floating on the top there. And spinning our hydrometer here, and it looks like we're at 1.020, so we're going to go ahead and rack that to secondary. So we've got our clean sanitized carboy here. The suds in it is just the star san in it. It's perfectly safe to go ahead and rack into that. That'll actually help sanitize the bottle as it comes through the top and comes out the top. So we'll go ahead and start racking. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the mesh bag out of here, and I'm just going to transfer it, let some of the juice drain, and then I'll transfer it into this pan here. I've got a strainer in this pan, so then we'll let it finish straining into here, and then we'll pour it back into here. So I'll get that done, and then I'll be right back. That's what the must looks like once we pull the bag out. It's got a few skins there floating around, but for the most part we've kept them out. Okay, so we'll go ahead and transfer it now. We'll just give our siphon a couple of pumps here, and it'll start siphoning down into our carboy. You want to make sure you got the tube all the way in the bottom of the carboy so you're not pumping air into the wine at this point. So we'll go ahead and let that siphon off, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, and as you can see, the foam from in the carboy is now starting to come out the top. It's raised up the sides of the carboy all the way as it's been filling, just to help keep it sanitized. And now it's coming out the top there. And once our wine gets up here just into the neck of the bottle, so we can keep almost all the oxygen, we'll leave about that much headspace, keep all the oxygen off the wine at this time, and then we'll go ahead and put our bung and our airlock in it. And here's what we're left with in the bottom of the bucket. Just some sludge down there at the bottom. Okay guys, there it is in the carboy. Got the airlock on it. It'll probably start bubbling here in the next little bit. And now it's just time to play the waiting game. It'll sit in the carboy for a few months now. So I'll update you when it's time again. Thanks for watching, guys. So this is about 12 hours after we put it in the carboy. We had a little bit of a blowout there. So I'll go ahead and clean that up and get it all sanitized and put it back on. Okay, so there you have it. It'll be in secondary for a few months before we do anything with that, so we'll keep you posted on that. Also this week, I've had a lot of people been asking me about my alcoholic root beer that I did an experiment on. So we're going to go ahead and sample that today. I did it back on March 17th. It ended up coming out at a 7.3% ABV. So we'll go ahead and give this a whirl. It's definitely carbonated, as you could hear. It's got carbonation on it. Hold it up a little closer to the light for you guys. You can see the carbonation. It smells like root beer. It's got a hint of bitterness to it, but you can definitely smell the root beer in the background. It's dark, the same color as root beer. I don't know, there's a hint of an off kind of smell to it a little bit. Nothing bad or anything, it just different smelling than root beer. Maybe it's the alcohol in it, I don't know, but let's go ahead and give it a taste. Yeah, it's really bitter. Didn't quite turn out quite as nice as I'd like. It's really bitter. It needs to be a little bit sweeter. So next time I try it, I'll definitely add some more sweetener to it to make it sweeter. There is on the back notes, there is the root beer taste to it. You can feel the alcohol burning there a little bit. So after all, first attempt, not too bad. I'm not too disappointed. After all, it is hard to make alcohol carbonated and get it to be sweet too. So yeah, it's okay. It's not something that I'll drink a lot of. In fact, this will probably, I don't know that I'll even finish all of this. It is really bitter, and I'm not a bitter fan. If you like bitter stuff, this would probably be more up your alley. But like I said, I'll try and brew it again here sometime soon, and we'll sweeten it a bit more, and we'll see how it turns out then. But after all, the first attempt, not too bad of an experiment. Okay guys, that's about all I have for this week. I'll be watching for your videos going up over the next few days, and remember, there's always time for a glass of wine. Cheers.